Hi guys, it's Yordanka here. Today I have a short tutorial for you about the standing forward fold. This is one of the basic in yoga, but it has some details that it makes it also quite difficult. So it's not about touching your toes, but it's about how you perform the posture so that you have the correct feeling, the awareness in the posture, so that you have benefits out of it, not just touching the toes. This is not the goal. So we start with feet together first, and maybe you'll need to go back and check my tutorial about the yogic standing, Tadasana or Samasthiti pose. So we want to distribute the weight of the body evenly between both feet. And for the standing forward fold, we will rotate from the hip joint. So this is where the beginning start. This is where the forward fold start, from the hip joint. So it's not about just touching your toes. It's about to have awareness how we do this. So from the hip joint, keep the spine straight. Just fold forward. Maybe this is where you're gonna reach. It will take some time. It takes regular practice to go deeper. It's not a surprise, but many people cannot go further than that. If you can go further, just go. And here we have two options. You can micro bend the knees just to protect the tendons of the muscles on the back side of the legs, or you can keep the legs straight. If you don't have sensitive hamstrings, you could go for it. So we just go forward with a straight spine and rolling from the hip joints. The knees can be micro bent or straight, whatever works for you. And try to not lean back. Try to keep your hips forward in line with the heels if your legs are straight, and try to lift your chest, to keep the chest away from your pelvis. So we want to touch our thighs with our belly. We don't want to go with our head to the knees. This is also not the goal. We want to go with our belly towards the thighs, and from here we're going to keep the chest away from the pelvis. So it's like lifting your chest but pushing your belly down, and keep on rotating from your hip joint anywhere you reach. Maybe this is your maximum. Wherever you go, let's try first with bend the knees. Bending the knees and just resting your chest on your thighs, and you can relax your palms on the sides, or you can keep the fingertips. And you can look towards your big toes, but make sure that the head is extension of your spine, so you're not straining your neck. The head is just following that movement. And again, take a moment to track your body, how you're distributing the weight of the body. Are you standing with weight of the body evenly distributed between the left and the right foot, between the toes and the heels? So this is one of the options of the standing forward folds. We have different options. This is most often referred as Uttanasana, but it's also called Padahastasana. But most often you will hear it as Uttanasana. So here we just stand with bent knees and keep on lifting your chest so that your belly is resting on your hips, and keep on rotating your tailbone, so the base of your spine, towards the ceiling. Chest is away from your pelvis. And think about rotating from the hip joint. As you stay here, after a few breaths, maybe you will feel that you can extend your legs a little bit more. It takes time, and I will not hold so much now, but you can just stay as long as this works for you. So we have option with fingertips on the sides of the feet, or the whole palm on the sides of the feet or in front. We have also option with holding your heels. This is what you most often will meet in Hatha Yoga. This option is called Padahastasana in yoga. And then you can just bring your head towards your knees. When you hold your heels, you engage also your arms, and it's easier to go further. But this is not the goal. Then we have an option which is called Uttanasana. And then we have half forward fold. So we have the legs straight, the spine is straight, and the fingertips are under the shoulders, which is called Ardha Uttanasana. Or we have also option with feet are hip width apart. We hold in the big toes and folding forward. This is very often used in Vinyasa pose. In Vinyasa Yoga, this posture, but is also part of Ashtanga, as well with what in Ashtanga is called Padahastasana, with the palm under your feet. So we have few different options. First, try with feet together. And you can also relax your palms on the side. This posture you can take during your yoga practice anytime when you feel a little bit more tension on your wrists. Or if you want to intensify the stretch for the back side of your legs and the back, then you can push your heels and you can extend your legs and you can go forward. But try to engage your pelvic floor and to keep your chest away from your pelvis, so activating the locks, the root lock and the abdominal lock. This will help you go deeper into the posture. And also important is how we go out of the posture. As you stand up, you want maybe to micro bend the knees and then to go slowly. Or if your pelvic floor is strong, but this is already option for more advanced practitioners, then you can go with straight legs all the way up. And how we come in the posture, most often in sun salutation, perform this posture in head and raising the arms above the head and pushing the hips forward. And from here we're just folding forward and coming into standing forward fold. Remember, you will look towards your big toes, but if this is straining your neck, just allow the head to be extension of your spine. And then in sun salutation we have this Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up. If you cannot reach the ground, you can just keep your palms on your shin bone. You can also roll vertebra by vertebra, coming all the way up. This I recommend to you if you were spending more time in the posture, giving yourself time to recover. So this was it, guys, the basics of the standing forward fold. Let me know if you have any questions and maybe you will give me some feedback. See you next time.